I have never wanted to live my entire life inside a 9 to 5 routine. Not because there is anything wrong with working hard, not because there is anything wrong with stability, not because there is anything wrong with wanting a modest life. For many people, security is enough. Owning a house, paying the bills, raising a family, retiring comfortably, and if that truly makes someone fulfilled, genuinely fulfilled, then that is their path. But for me, and for people wired like me, that has never been enough. I don't believe we were created just to settle. I believe we were created to expand, to grow, to build, to push, to evolve, to test our limits, to discover what we're truly capable of. Sitting in the same job for 30 years, doing the same routine, following the same structure, answering to the same authority, is not something I would ever choose. And here's why. From a young age, most of us are taught a very specific formula. Go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a degree, get a job, work hard, retire. That's the script. And if you become a doctor or a lawyer, society says you've made it. You're successful, you've achieved the dream. But here's the question most people never ask. Are you free? Because in many cases, even with the title and the paycheck, you still have a boss. You still have a schedule. You still have limits. You still trade time for money. You still ask for permission to live your life. Yes, the income might be higher, but the structure often remains the same. Whether you're flipping burgers at a fast food restaurant or managing cases at a prestigious firm, if you're locked into a schedule you hate, answering to someone else's vision instead of your own, are you truly fulfilled? Money alone doesn't equal freedom. And freedom, the ability to control your time, your energy, and your direction, is one of the most powerful feelings in the world. To wake up and decide what you're going to work on. To build something that belongs to you. To create your own path. To live intentionally rather than reactively. That, to me, is extraordinary. But let's be clear about something. Whether you work for someone else or you work for yourself, you still have to work hard. There is no version of success that doesn't require effort. People sometimes romanticize entrepreneurship or independence as if it's easy. It's not. It's harder. Because when you work for yourself, there's no one to blame. No one to point at. No one to hide behind. If you succeed, it's on you. If you fail, it's on you. That level of responsibility requires mental strength. And that's where mindset becomes everything. The mentality you carry determines how far you go. You cannot become satisfied too early. The moment you become completely content, not grateful but complacent, growth stops. There's a difference between gratitude and complacency. Gratitude says, I appreciate what I have. Complacency says, this is enough. I don't need to grow. Growth is life. Expansion is life. Improvement is life. When you stop striving to become better, something inside you slowly begins to fade. And I don't mean you should be restless or never enjoy the present moment. I mean you should always be evolving, always asking, how can I improve? How can I learn more? How can I build more? How can I serve better? How can I strengthen myself mentally, physically, emotionally, financially? The people who win in life are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who never stop pushing forward. You have to believe deeply in what you are doing. Belief is not optional. If you are building something, a business, a career, a dream, and you are only half confident in it, you are already setting yourself up to fail. You must believe to achieve. There will always be critics. There will always be doubters. There will always be statistics and opinions. But if you don't fully believe in your own direction, how do you expect anyone else to? Here's something powerful. Someone who is not doing everything perfectly, but truly believes in what they are doing, will often outperform someone who is technically perfect but doubtful. Why? Because belief fuels persistence. Persistence creates mastery. Mastery creates success. The mind is the most powerful tool we possess. Your body follows your mind. Your actions follow your thoughts. Your results follow your beliefs. If your mind is weak, your outcomes will be weak. If your mind is disciplined, your life becomes disciplined. And here's another truth people don't like to hear. In order to win, you have to lose. Loss teaches you. Failure trains you. Mistakes sharpen you. Nobody becomes strong without resistance. Nobody becomes wise without error. Every loss is data. Every setback is feedback. If you treat losing as humiliation, you quit. If you treat losing as education, you grow. There are days when you won't feel motivated. There are mornings when your mind says, take it easy. But discipline says, get up. One day missed is a day you can never get back. Time is the only currency you can't recover. So show up, even when you don't feel like it. especially when you don't feel like it, and always choose to see the positive. The glass is half full, not because life is always easy, but because perspective shapes performance. If you focus on what's wrong, you will weaken yourself. If you focus on what's possible, you will strengthen yourself. Positivity is not denial of reality. It is choosing to see opportunity within reality. Negativity drains energy. Positivity multiplies it. And energy is everything. You cannot build anything meaningful if your energy is constantly negative. You must cultivate optimism deliberately. And improvement must happen in every area of life. Are you a good husband? Are you a good wife? Are you a good parent? Are you a good friend? Are you reliable? Are you disciplined? Are you honest? Are you healthy? Are you generous? Are you emotionally strong? Success is not one-dimensional. You can be wealthy and miserable. You can be powerful and lonely. You can be famous and empty. True growth is holistic. It touches every part of your life. Another important truth: when you help someone else, you help yourself. Contribution creates fulfillment. Giving creates energy. When you lift someone up, something shifts inside you. What goes around, comes around. Not in a mystical sense, but in a practical one. When you build value for others, value returns to you. But perhaps the most important mindset shift of all is this: stop caring so much about what other people think. That is rare, extremely rare. Most people are governed by public opinion. They dress based on what's trending. They speak based on what's acceptable. They dream based on what's approved. They hold back based on fear of judgment. Why? Because they seek validation. They don't trust their own decisions. They ask 10 people before they act. They need reassurance. But real power comes when you trust yourself. It truly does not matter what other people think. It doesn't. Because no one else is living your life. No one else feels your calling. No one else sees your vision the way you do. No one else will face your regrets at the end. If you can develop the mentality that outside opinions do not control your direction, you will move faster and live happier. That doesn't mean you ignore wisdom. It means you stop being paralyzed by judgment. People often don't like to think deeply. Thinking requires responsibility. It's easier to ask someone else what to do, but confidence is built by making decisions and standing by them. The more you decide for yourself, the stronger you become. And in every area of life, you should be asking, how can I be better? Better in business, better in relationships, better in health, better in discipline, better in communication, better in patience, better in leadership. Constant improvement keeps life dynamic. But here's something equally important. Enjoy the process. It's not just about grinding endlessly. It's about building a life where you can relax, breathe, and enjoy the freedom you've created. Being able to choose how you spend your time. Being able to reduce stress. Being able to wake up without dread. Being able to pursue what excites you. That is a powerful feeling. The ultimate goal isn't just money, it's freedom, peace, control over your time, alignment with your purpose. So push yourself, believe deeply, think positively, lose and learn, win and stay humble, improve every area, help others, ignore unnecessary opinions, trust your decisions, and build a life where you don't just survive Monday through Friday, but where you design your days intentionally. Because at the end of everything, success is not just about what you earn, it's about who you become and the freedom you create along the way.